Hello and welcome to the Quibber channel. I am Jason, your host. I hope you're all having a good morning. I'm just on a little ride, 7:17 in the morning. The world is just sort of waking up. And we're going to go and explore and have a little chat. I'm so happy that I can do this, that we can go on our little walks. I'm going to talk a little bit about different subjects. The first one is, as always, we'll talk about disabilities and how you have to deal with the world when you're non-bipolar. So let's first get over this first little thingy and cross over here. Okay, so which street should we go down today? I think we'll go this way. So, since the Disabilities Act in 2010, I believe it was, things have gotten better for people who are on wheelchairs and mobility scooters, and even people pushing wheelchairs. But as you can see here, look at what's in the way there. Now, if you were on foot, you would have to, all you would have to do is walk around these problems. Here, I have to take a different path. And I have to be aware that when I'm crossing roads, I've got to be looking like almost 4 foot in front of me, because if there's a car, or even worse, a van in front, remember, I'm sitting down, so my height on here is about 5 foot, 4 foot, something like that, while sitting on this. So even a car gives me no view of the road. So when I go to cross a road, I've got to be very, very careful, because I can't take the vehicle too far into the actual road, because if a car was coming, it would smash into the front far before I'm there. And so it's the same problem when you're pushing a wheelchair around at the back. You've got this distance in front of you that you've got to keep an eye on, that a person who is normally walking does not have to do. Every corner I have to be aware of someone running into me and so on. I mean, it's just, you have to develop a very different sort of awareness. I think we'll go to the park and then we'll head up and around the town. So, as you've seen as I travel about, every box on the floor, every piece of waste, every shoe is a potential roadblock. Every intrusion onto the paved walk. Look at that person who's just parked that car there. Now it's okay here because this is a full-size pavement. But just imagine if there was something else on the other side. Oh yeah. As someone in a disabled vehicle, you have many, many challenges that a person walking does not have. So I need to cross over here. To the other side of the road. Calden Road. Where does this lead? I don't know. Let's go down here for a new road. Let's go down a new road. I mean, when it's bin day in the UK, people throw all the bins out. If you've got a really big tree or something and someone's put a bin in front of it or at the side of it, it can really restrict you. And as I've shown before, the issues with curbs. Yes, this can go up curbs, but it's got a limit to how big a curb you can take with this, which is 4 inches, which seems a lot, and it is one of the best ones for that. So that's good. But we do have our limitations. I'm still learning and remembering all the stuff I used to do with Paola when I used to take her out. You see, if a pothole on a pavement, if one of the wheels goes down on a wheelchair or something like that, or even there, I mean, look at that pothole in the centre of the road. That's a massive pothole. That is like, I'd hate to go over that in a freaking car. But if I wasn't aware of what was in front of me and everything and looking after it, we may get some rain. I don't know. I'm feeling that we could easily get rain this morning. So, where do I want to go with this? I think we'll go this way. We'll keep following the path of least resistance. So, I think everybody in the world should at one point in time have to volunteer at a place to take someone who's disabled out and see what it's like to push a wheelchair around and see how your awareness has to change, how cars in the way, vans, trucks, everything can really cause issues for you. Now I'm going to actually put on my gloves because it's only 13 degrees out here, so I'm going to put my gloves on. I brought my gloves with me. So what we're going to talk about now, we've had that talk about, we're going to talk about what I carry with me. Now, of course, I've got my action cam, my normal phone. Ooh. I've got my gloves, my coat, my hat. I always wear a hat when I'm coming out of here because simply when the sun's on your head, you don't want to have sun on your head all the time. So I do that. I've got 2 bags with me. The bag on the back carries my auxiliary stuff. What does that carry? It's got a solar panel. Yes, a solar panel. It's got a solar panel. It's got a charger. And it's got battery backup that could charge this. Give you a couple of hours super. So I can recharge this. I have my charger with me, so I can do that. We'll go this way round. It should be right. Oh, yes, it is. We'll go round the outside. Round the outside. And we are free. So that's the big bag on the back. It's also got a change of underwear and a set of clothes and a few tools. I still need to source a good toolkit, a good small toolkit to carry around with this. Then we've got the one that's between my legs on the hook at the front where I keep my drinks. I've got 2 drinks there. Each one is a 1 1 litre drink, so I've got 2 litres of water with me in case I need it, in case I'm out for longer than I think. I've got a battery charger, some USB cables, nothing really expensive, nothing major, just bits and pieces that are useful. I've got the my poncho that can go over if it starts raining badly. I've got the insurance forms for this in case we have a problem, the roadside recovery documents and so on. And all those little things are in there with me. I've got enough room there to put a few extras. There's also my tablet is in there because I want to test out its signal, because for some reason the tablet is having great problems inside the case I put it in. Its wireless is almost completely blocked, which is a bit of a downer. That defeats the object of it. So my tablet is in there for some testing, and basically I've got all the bits and pieces. I've got a spare phone in the bottom of there that's just there in case of emergencies, and my main phone fails or breaks or gets stolen. Nothing I'm carrying on me is expensive. Nothing is really expensive or brand new, really, apart from the GoPro action camera. Well, not the GoPro, the DJI action camera. That's the only one. And so I'm not telegraphing that I've got expensive stuff. I'm not telegraphing that I'm thinking. I'm wearing my Crocs and a pair of socks on under there. I'm wearing my grey clothes, and it's pretty warm. I've got my bearskin hoodie, which is very comfortable and warm anyway. Good for this kind of thing, and it's lots of things. So I don't have a massive amount of stuff with me that anybody would be interested in stealing, which is good. You don't want to telegraph what you're doing. You don't want to telegraph where you're going or what you're doing. No. And generally, it's all part of my safe space that keeps me safe. Now I could follow this round. Let's follow this round. Let's stay in the park for now. I might go and pick up some oatcakes, I don't know. The whole point is the freedom of being able to do all this. And so that's how this is set up. The Quingo is behaving amazingly. It makes me comfortable to know I can get out of the way of vehicles if I need to. I can go on the road if I need to, although I'm waiting for my registration. I'm not supposed to go on the road completely. It's just started raining, so I'm going to take a little break underneath these trees. And I'm going to have a drink. It is my own little safe space. Now, I have been toying with the idea that in the future I might go on a little holiday. Now, this is something I would never, ever, ever have tried before. I've got to make sure that the safe space is all set up. Just got to take my gloves off to undo the drinky thing. Now, the thing is, my thought is, if I put a backpack, if I put a sleeping bag and a tent and stuff, then there's no real reason I can't go off on a journey and maybe find a local campsite and go out and spend a night somewhere. As crazy as it sounds, I'm thinking about it. I'd have to get a dog sitter and house sitter, which would cost, but I would do that. And I would head off. And even it might not even be close, because I could organise and get on. The trains have disability places you can get on there, so I could get myself on a train, and I could go to Bangor in Wales, or I could go to Scotland. I could go anywhere I wanted and then spend the night at a campsite and then come home. I could do that. This is like amazing possibilities of my future. This isn't out of the realm of possibilities these days, which is crazy, because this is something that I would never, ever, ever have thought of being able to do. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn around in a minute and go back the other way, because I'm going to go see if the place that does I want to just have a turn around. Nice thing about this vehicle is it can turn around on its own axis, really. Like that. Oh yeah, we're going to go up this way and go around outside. So, that is a possibility in my future, which I would never. I mean, let's face it. Two months ago, I would never have even imagined that I could leave. Where I am. To leave my house. Let's find a tree to it's getting more rainy. Under the trees. Right. So, this might be a good time to test out the actual cover that I have my poncho. Because I've never really tested it out. So it's just so let's just take my gloves off. So I'm going to try and put it down just over me here. Scooter cape XL. It's a good test anyway. And let's just take it out of its bag. It's in a bag at the moment. Right. Put that in there. So, let's have a look at this, see if we can get this on. No, this is going to fall. So, I'm going to have to take my hat off. So, hat comes off and goes in there. Hat comes off and goes in there. And that goes in there too. So I'm just actually manoeuvring all this stuff at the moment. So yeah, as silly as it sounds, this is a perfect chance to test out. Is that what I'm looking for? Come on. Right. I'm seeing the negative side to this, and that is it's meant to be put on by someone else, really. So we're just trying to I'm just going to put it down here. It doesn't need to be over everything. I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this can be... The problem with this cape, what I'm looking at now, is I think it's actually too cumbersome. This is why I want to get a canopy for this. This is why I want to get a canopy for I think this is meant to be put on by someone else. Two people job, I think, a two-person job. So I'm going to have to rethink. The whole point is this is actually completely waterproof. I am not completely waterproof. I am not wearing my waterproof clothes and stuff like that. So, but I do have a hat that's going to help. Let's try. Because the thing is that the rain is getting worse. But let's see. I'm going to have to try to get this on because the rain is not just a spattering. The rain is now coming down in droves, so we're going to have to try and get this on, even though I don't like it because it's a horrible piece of kit. It doesn't seem very practical for a single person to put on. So if I have to do this way. Right, so okay, so I've got this down. I've managed to. There. So. The way they say that this works, it doesn't. It does not work. I am going to say that this doesn't work. But at least this is a complete and total failure. I'm going to hang out under these chairs. I've tried putting this on and it just does not work at all. So this scooter poncho that I picked up is a piece of crap. Unless you've got someone else with you who can tie you into it. And then how do you get out? I am far better getting myself something like a I'm far better getting myself something like a either waterproof for me or a canopy for the actual vehicle, especially with the weather that we have. So we have had a bit of a failure when it comes to that scooter cape. I should have tested it at home before brought it out, but I didn't think I'd need it. So it is actually really raining out there. I'm going to just hang out here in my little safe space. So this is turned into a static vlog now because the rain is really starting to come down. And while I'm okay underneath here, I don't really want to go for a big ride around the area in this kind of weather. See, the thing is, the reason I can't get the canopy yet is I'm waiting on the actual refund from the Pimax. It's one of the items I want to thingy. You pay something like £490 and they'll come out and fit it. Quingo is, well, but we are encountering a rainstorm. And this rainstorm could last for hours. Good job I brought my drinks with me. British weather. So, unfortunately, we are stuck in place. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is pause this video now. Actually, I wonder how long I'll be here for this. Do we want to make a run all the way home in this rain? Well, it'll be testing the waterproofness of my stuff, but ideally I don't really want to do that. Yeah, a canopy is something that I really need to get this. Plus it'll more enclose the space, the safe space for this thing. I'm still trying to work out how to get an AI set up here. Then again, I can't. Let's just. I'm just going to turn around. Yeah, British weather. Gotta love it.
Lovely.
Yeah. Now, if I was in the house, I would ask Alexa when the rain's going to stop. Let's just. Actually, this is a good place to test out. I'm just going to try and get my tablet out, and it's a good place to test out the actual range of the tablet, and it's a good place to actually test out I'm annoyed with myself now that I didn't sort out a better option for the rain. So let's have a see how long the rain is going to be. Right, we've got a 4G connection. That's good. A 4G connection, 4G plus. Oh, nice. Okay, we got it. Actually, we've got a really good connection. So let's just go on Met check. MetCheck is a very good put my postcode in. Come on, show me what's going on. I need to find. Okay, so it's clean. Oh, rain, 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 rain. That's what it's saying. Okay, so we're not going to get out of this by just staying here. Unfortunately, we are going to have to utilize this cape of not very good usefulness just to try and get this on me. But yeah, it's a bad idea, this cape is, because it's just not set up for one person to set it up. Even though it should be. But we can't wait for the rain to stop, because it looks like the rain isn't going to stop. Woohoo! We are. Oh, we have that there, which is the back end there. So once again we are going to try to get this on. First I need to take the hat off because the hat will not go. This is a interesting situation. So yeah, this scenario, we put the hat on top of this bit here. Like so, and we've got a little bit of, right, so put my hat on top of this cape of doom, the cape of doom, because the so, what I've got to do is this. I need to get it down past this middle, like so. Right, the first part is done. Now the second part is going to be more challenging, because basically I have it now in a position where we are going to lose some visual acuity. To put it lightly, we're going to lose some visual acuity. Right, so that's good. I'm going to leave this down below. I'm going to cover my legs and that with it. I don't have any way of checking. Oh my god, this stuff's horrible. It is really not built to be put on by a person who's disabled, let alone anything else. I mean, seriously, that's the problem. You're supposed to get this over. You see, okay, so if I take this over the top of there, in this way, you have no idea of the issues that I'm having at the moment. With this piece of crap. Literally, I feel like I'm in a straitjacket at the moment. This is absolutely crazy. I suppose there's one other thing I can do. Okay, so here's the idea. I'm going to get off my vehicle, which isn't fun. I'll try and do my seatbelt and see if I can position this and get in it from the inside. I will give this one more try before I dump it in the dumpster. So the idea supposedly is actually screw it. I am going to just as crazy as it sounds, as silly as it sounds, oh god. So, to be clear, this thing is absolutely crap. It doesn't fit over the unit, even though it's the Azeal version. It doesn't fit over the back. And so what I've done, the only thing I'm worried about is my backpack that's got the battery in and the charger in. I don't mind about me getting wet. And thankfully that will cover the little bit at the back. So, that was an absolute debacle. You can see what it was. An absolute debacle. We're going to go, the rain's slowed down a little bit, but the scooter cover that's supposed to cover you like a poncho is absolutely crap. So what I've done is just basically wrapped my back piece on it, in it. So you can actually cross over here. Let's get on our way. I'm going to just keep to this side because I want to go in here. Let's get on to the normal path. The rain has pretty much stopped for a little bit, so we're going to go and fetch some oatcakes, if we can get some. And then we're going to go home, because this is a bit of a debacle now. Stressed me out a lot, that did. So, yeah, we had a debacle, but I don't turn the camera off and that for the debacles. I'm sorry I couldn't show you, but literally it wouldn't go over me and the back seat. What's the point of an extra large poncho for a scooter that's meant for a scooter? And it doesn't actually go over you and your actual scooter. But we'll get back as soon as we can. The funny thing is, I do have some waterproof clothing in the house that I could have used, but I thought this poncho would work. We want to go home before the rain starts again, if at all possible. That would be nice. So yes, a little bit of stress there. Cross over here. Get over onto the thing. So like I was saying before about this vehicle, it's a Cat 3. But you have to register it with a DVLA before you can go on the road. And my registration's gone in, and it's on its way back to me. And then will actually have it'll have a number plate, and I can put a number plate on the back of it if I want to. Don't have to though. But yeah. Oh, let's calm down now. Let's see if we can get home. It was an adventure where we got stuck in the rain, and what we had with us to sort out that ability and continue turned into a piece of crap. And that's a good way to explain it. Now part of me wants to go further, but I think it's going to start raining again. So I want to get down we are heading a different route. Let's try to get home before so yes. Right, so we over here. Let's get up here and underneath these. Thankfully there's lots of trees around here I can hide under if the heavens open up. But it sort of distracted me from the talks I was going to do while I was up here, because I got so freaked out by all the stuff going on. Now, we are heading down towards... We're going from a different direction. I think this is the most ugly car park I've ever seen. This car park, I don't know if you can, how well you can see, but this car park is ugly as fuck. Horrible. I mean, seriously. Oh, wonderful sign there. No, am I supposed to go slightly off fucking early? So, yeah. Oh, it's quite a lot of noise now. Beep beep. Anyway, these are the challenges we face. No. I'm going to cross over here onto the other side. Beep beep, Mother Hubbard. Ooh, I wonder if my Full Monty's is open. Full Monty's used to be a place that me and Paola would have food from. Let's just go down here and see if Full Monty's is open. They used to do really nice salad boxes and stuff. Unless everywhere's closed today, even though it's a Tuesday. I mean, it's Tuesday, places should be open. Looks like the OK shop's shut. Looks like everywhere is shut. Difficult. Then again, Full Monty's might be open, let's go check. Whee! Oh, yes. Full Monty's open. So, this is a situation. I'm got to think about this. Let's see. Do I want to get something from there? That would mean going off my... Unfortunately. Doesn't seem like I could get anything from here, I don't think. I think I might be able to, but... I think I wouldn't go in the shop, and I don't want to have to open the door or get off my thingy. This is the problem. This is why I go for street food if I'm thingy, because I can talk to the vendors that are actually on the street. Now, I'm going to make a silly decision now. I'm going to make a really silly decision now. I want street food. Therefore, I'm going to head up into town for street food. Even though it's raining, even though we've got issues, we're going to turn around and go up there because... Right. We are going back up to town. Let's just check the time. It is 8:11 in the morning. This is the freedom that we have. I want street food. I want to go up and get some street food. And that means going into town and picking up something from the burger place and that for me and the dogs. So once again, we've had a little bit of an issue with the rain. We had that issue with the rain, but we sort of solved it. Well, we waited out the rain. That was our only solution, to hide underneath a tree and wait out the freaking rain. So now we are going to go into town and see if any of the street food people are available and if they can do me foodiekins for the doggies, because I like to come back home with... If I'm going on a quest, I want a reward. If I'm going on a quest, I want a reward. So yeah. My life is so much different now. This mobility scooter has made such a massive change once in my life, I can choose to turn around and go a different way. The reason I like to go up to town every day now is because there used to be an actual really nice street food vendor. I've known him for years and years. And literally, his van is like a big roast spit place. And literally it's a big van with massive amounts of these big spit roast racks at the back, run on gas, propane gas, and basically he puts 6 or 7 rows of chickens up early in the morning and then lets them, and they slowly rotate. And the smell for me is gorgeous, and these slowly cook during the day. And you get to thinking, I don't even know whether he still goes to town. I know he used to go 2 days a week, but I don't know which of the days are. I don't know which of the market days anymore, because there used to be a market days, and I'm just trying to figure out which of the market days. So it doesn't turn to go, oh, worst case scenario, I'm going to get wet. We're going a little bit fast on here. Not supposed to go this fast, because my brain's focused on things, so I have to turn the speed down a little bit. So yes, we are going to go up. The thing is, my local Tesco used to have a real delicatessen and a real place where they cook chicken and everything as well. But after COVID, they did cost-cutting measure and they shut down, I believe, the full delicatessen. So off we go up to town and see if we can find maybe the oatcake place is there, because there was also a really nice, amazing oatcake place that did giant 12-inch oatcakes with bacon and sausage and mushrooms on. Always nice to see other people on scooters. Alright. Yep, so. Okay, let's cross. So there's these places that I don't even know if they still exist from 5 years ago, the last time I really came up here. So I need to come up each day and try to figure out which is the actual day of, because I know it's only just after 8 in the morning, but still. I would like to think that these street vendors type places still existed. Up we go. See, the thing is, my vehicle's gone back up to full charge again, because I've been doing lots of stops and starting, so the regenerative braking on this unit is absolutely amazing. I mean, seriously. So, it doesn't look like it's the market day unless, I mean, okay, it's not 9 o'clock yet, but they usually set up thingy. I don't remember when the last time I came up and go, what is the market day anymore? Because this entire central area up here used to be filled with stores. I don't even know whether they still do a market day. Nope, doesn't look like the market day is here. This whole quad here used to be full of things, so of course I will come up tomorrow and see whether it's Wednesday as a market day. I don't know, but I'm wondering whether or not the place with the burgers is open. The place with the burgers is open. We are going to go get burgers and hot dog sausages for the doggies. Yay! We have a plan now. I think this is a good place. Hiya.
What can I get you, Shug?
A couple of beef burgers.
Sorry?
Couple of beef burgers.
Couple of beef burgers, yeah.
And one hot dog.
Are they all with onions?
Yeah. And tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Put them in here. Should be 750 there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't accept that one's no more, Doug.
Oh.
It's an old one, that is. Oh, and that one.
Oh God. Haven't been out for a while. So that's why we have these ones that have got weird.
Yeah, they look very similar, don't they?
Yeah. So those two can go back in the jar.
Take at the back, though, at the back.
Yeah. Shows how long it's been since I've been around town. Did he still do a market day here? He used to have a big market day just round there. I don't know whether they still do it.
It's all gone inside now.
Because he used to have that big van that used to do the roast chickens on the spits.
He's retired now.
Oh.
I'm the oat-cake man. There's only us left.
Oh. I haven't left the house for like 3 or 4 years. This is like exploring again on my move.
The fruit and veg,
Yeah.
they're inside now.
It's changed a lot.
Yeah. The better.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll put them all in here. Try to get home before it starts raining again.
There's some tissues.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Okay, thanks a lot. Right. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye. Okay, so looks like the market doesn't come here anymore, which is kind of sad. But the OK guy should come now and then, so I'll have to try to catch the OK guy. It's sad that the thing is retired, but like I said, I haven't been to town for so many years. The place has changed so much. So the reason I've got the onions, because you don't give onions to dogs, is I like the onions. So what I'm going to do is give the dogs the burgers and the sausages, and I'm going to have the onions with, I don't know, might have to put a bit of tuna or something on it. That's why I'm going to have the baps and the tuna, and the dog's going to have the meat. So we're pushing our luck with the weather, so let's go home now. I need to find where the market is these days, where the market comes, because there must still be a market around here. That it used to be at different places, happened once a week, and so one of the problems with the town is this: whereas a lot of it is disabled friendly, many of the small stores, because they were built before the Disabilities Act, they only have to make changes if they want to, or if they're actually having work done. So it doesn't put too much cost on them. Of course, I understand that. So there is still a lot of businesses with big lips on the front that I can't get in, and there's a lot of places like that. I might go down into the lower area of the market or something to try and have a look around and see that. I think that's what I'll do tomorrow when I come up to town. Because I do plan on doing this each day, unless it's like gale force winds and that. I plan to use this system, use this mobility scooter every single day from now on. It's like opened up such a massive change to my life that I'm just amazed. So we're going to head back home. One day I'll come up and we'll go to the museum. I need to check online to see what different stuff they've got there and how much it costs to go to the museum these days. So yeah, I had money in my money jar from back when I used to take Paola out, and of course it's changed. The pound coins without the different hedging are no longer legal tender. No longer legal tender. So that's amazing actually to me. But it's been so long that I've been away from going to town that my little money jar that I kept in the house is now full of stuff that is no longer useful and can't be used to pay for stuff. Well, I can, like she said, I can take it to the bank and give it in, and they'll cross it over to the new ones, or I can just put it into my bank account. But it seems I've missed out on 5 years. If I could have got this vehicle years ago, but then again, I don't think I was in the mental frame of mind. My coping strategies was too new. I hadn't evolved them to using technology in that. I was not ready. I think this is the right time and the right place. I don't think I could have actually done it a different way. Now, do I want to? No, I'm going to go down this way. You got to remember, even when I was looking after Paola was the driving force when we left the house. I would never leave the house to go anywhere myself, just to go places. I would never go anywhere like that. I went from A to B if I had to leave the house. And when it was Paola, if Paola wanted to go somewhere, we'd go somewhere because I could focus on the wheelchair, focus on her. But without Paola for my entire life, it was, if I had to get to someone, it was from A to B, A to B, A to B. I had to be very careful. Now I'm out on my wheelchair, and if I want, I can turn left instead of going home and just head off into another direction. The weather's a bit changeable, but I could do that. I could go straight down to Trentham, but the weather's bad, and I don't want to be out in this kind of weather, bad weather. I can cross here because this is you can see where things are going, even if I'm going to cross here now without pressing the button because I can see very well. Right, here we go, we're heading home. We have travelled 3 miles, well 3.2 miles. Turn down the speed a bit. Yeah, it was a great